I, a tender young maid, have been courted by many of all sorts and trades, if ever was any. A spruce haberdasher first spoke of me
This
fair,
episode
but
of
I would
Ladies
have nothing to do
Unlaced,
with
sponsored
small
by
fare.
an anonymous art lover whose continued contributions make episodes of Ladies Unlaced possible for all of our fans to enjoy. Now presenting your ladies of chaste treasure.
Guten Abend, meine Damen und Herren und non-binary friends. I am Fraulein Elsa von Berg.
And I am Sultana Lyla Fatima Zaida of Zanzibar. Just kidding. Wakanda forever.
And together we are
Chaste
Treasure.
Kind of.
Otherwise known as Pretty Women Who Sing for Tips.
But just the tip.
That's
Just kidding.
right.
We'll take the whole thing.
Tonight we can ask for tips because this is our online presence. Yes, yay. Now you'll notice that there are just two of us this evening. Our third from Maryland, Lady Gwendolyn, is currently on board her dragon, her Welsh dragon, on her way back up to the Maryland Renaissance Festival. Good evening, Brenda. Yay. David Hart's lady. Good evening, Jason. Yay, Oklahoma. Love you. Amy, nice to see you as well. So we're super excited to be here. We haven't done an episode like this in a while, have we?
It's true. Yeah.
You did one for Washington, yes?
Yes.
So that was about maybe 3 months ago, something like that.
That was in August.
And the last one I did was for Oklahoma back in May.
Ooh.
So it's been a while since we've done one of our online shows. We are excited for your questions. If any of you have questions for us, please put them into the chat. And our backstage manager, who is a secret guest for later, will put them onto the screen and ask them of us. But I wanted to show this off. Sultana, I got my new shirts. They came in the mail.
There we go. Wait, I got it. There we go. I want to stick my face in your pie.
Wait, this way.
There you go. There it is.
Don't make me laugh too hard.
Oh, no. I'll do my best.
I'm fighting this sinus infection. It's going to start a coughing fit.
Be gone. Be gone with you. Be gone.
At least it's not the COVID, right? It's not the Rona.
We will take the sinus infection. Yes, that was me the second weekend.
Allergies.
Literally. And how I know is I got my first allergy test right after that because this keeps happening to me, and I am super allergic to dust. Yay!
What do we do when we're at fair and not feeling 100%? Oh, good question.
Trick.
Lots of hydration, as much hydration as possible. And the amazing thing about the Maryland Renaissance Festival is they have some amazing booths. There's that juice booth that we went to this weekend.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
Fresh squeezed juice and so inexpensive. I had the pear, ginger, lime. What did you get, Sultana?
I had a cherry limeade.
Yes. And I'm looking forward to this weekend. I'm dropping the hint now. If you come to the Maryland Renaissance Festival, there is a pumpkin nog.
Ooh.
And it's hot. It's at that juice booth next to the Boar's Head.
It is?
It's a hot pumpkin nog.
I guess that's going to have to happen.
I'm just putting that out there. Buy Elsa a pumpkin nog. I'm so excited. But one of our fans the second weekend, I think, brought us hot cider the rainy weekend.
Ooh, yes.
And that was absolutely delicious.
A blessing, truly.
That was Sam, who has become quite a big fan of ours there and takes care of us at the festival.
Very much, yes. We appreciate that.
Looks like we have a question from Jason. What will you be you all next fair? Most importantly, when will you be returning to Oklahoma? We have not made that announcement yet. That is still in the works. Once we know whether or not we are returning to Oklahoma, we'll make sure you know, Jason. But here's our schedule up through the end of this year so far, unless something throws at us at the last minute.
I will be at Appalachian, and I will be at Mythical Medieval, and I will be at Jubilee.
Yeah, she's lined up for 3 in a row. They're doing a road trip south.
Should be interesting.
I feel like there has to be a pilgrimage to Buc-ee's.
Like it is not even a question. It's not even a question. I just saw a very funny video that was about that. But you got. I hope everybody's all right. I hope everybody had to go because it's another 153 miles to the next Buc-ee's. We're not stopping until we get there. I was like, yes, this is correct.
Pick up your jerky. Pick up your nuggets.
Nuggets.
Use the amazing bathrooms, which are always the cleanest bathrooms on the circuit.
Sponsor Chase Treasure.
For the filthy ladies.
Wow, got competition. What now?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my Wawa and I love my sheets.
They're always there for us.
They are. You know, whichever direction we decide to go, if we go east, if we go west, if we go to Florida. But in that great in-between of Alabama and Georgia and, of course, the bigness that is Texas.
Aye.
That's what Buc-ee's is there for.
I love that for us. There's one in South Carolina now? North Carolina?
Ooh. Is that the one that Gwendolyn stopped at on her way up here?
I believe so. I know that was the first one I ever went to on the way back up from Florida. And I was like, what is this? This is the place everyone's talking about.
All the beaver.
Beaver. Oh, listen. Shout out to Lady Julie and her beaver shirt.
Or shout out to Lady Morgan, who actually ate beaver in Alabama one year.
That's right. It is a fish. According to the Catholic Church.
Well, so is capybara.
So you can eat
the world's largest rodent.
Mm-hmm. A capybara. See?
That's one of my favorites.
They are so cute.
So since our fans are a little quiet right now, I want to ask them a question.
Ooh.
Oh, or rather, our backstage manager has a question for both us and our fans. What is your favorite rodent?
Oh. I do like capybaras. They're so darn cute.
They are. They're the rodents of unusual size.
There was one that used to be native to where Sultana's really from, the island of Borinquen. Mm-hmm. It's called the Hatui. It's not quite as big as, I have to look up the name. It's not quite as big as rabbits. Rabbits are not rodents. They're lagomorphs. The rabbits and rabbits and it's jackrabbits and rabbits. They're lagomorphs. They're not rodents. I know you would think that they are. Trust me, this is true. They're not. I thought they were rodents as well. They're not.
I'm going to say what I say to the kids at the museum. I will have to look that up. Because I tell you, I have learned more from children working at the museum than I ever thought I would learn. Did you know, fun facts with Fraulein Elsa, that a ostrich's kick can kill a lion?
Yes. Did you know that Australia had a war with cassowaries and the cassowaries won?
That does not surprise me. They're vicious. But apparently it was a first grader who came to do an African animals tour at the museum.
Lovely.
When I was very new there. And he said, yes, this is in fact the truth. And I was like, I'll have to look that up.
That's what I'm doing now.
And that's exactly what I did. And I went to the, the Cincinnati Zoo website.
Ooh.
And they said that ostriches, yes, indeed, can kick a lion and kill it. But then they said that the ostrich was the largest land mammal.
You had one job.
I contacted them and they were like, oh my goodness, how did we get that wrong?
I am correct.
Lagomorphs.
They're lagomorphs. I thought they were rodents because of the teeth, and I guess they are closely related, but they are not considered rodents. They're considered beaver. There it is.
Interesting.
True that.
I just have to look up what the taxonomy is, because I'm weird and nerdy that way, that I need to know what kingdom, phylum, subphylum everything is in and where they branch off.
I'd like to think, if my memory stands correctly, that they are closely related. But yes, I think there might be a third branch that's a part of that. It's not just rabbits. It's not just.
Oh, here we go.
Teeth behind. Yes.
Creepy.
Thank you, Donald.
That's almost as creepy as geese and their beaks, which actually have teeth and their tongues.
Shut it down.
No.
I've
been bit by one of those animals. I know how vicious they are.
Did you know that somebody was on record of being killed by a swan?
No.
Drowned. Yep. By a swan.
Drowned by a swan, not just killed.
Drowned.
Was it singular swan or was it multiple swans?
It was a swan. One swan. Yeah. They're bigger than they look. They're bigger than you think they are. Was it the black swan?
Why does it have to be a black swan?
Excuse me, I was going to say, why gotta be black? Honk. Honkus ponkus.
I wonder if that's one of our geese that's contributing the honk there.
Honk.
That was one of the most amazing times I've had thus far at the Maryland Renaissance Festival, actually. This past weekend, when Lady Rosaline joined us.
It's called the hutia. Sorry, I just remembered. The hutia.
Is the swan?
Is a large rodent. It's about the size of a small dog or a cat in the Caribbean.
The non-capybara capybara.
Right. Smaller than a capybara, but pretty big.
Yes. Yes, and...
Birds are dinosaurs, y'all. Birds are dinosaurs.
And they're out to get us. That's why we have to eat them first.
They're delicious.
Chicken. No, what I was going to say is that this weekend when Lady Rosaline joined us and we did Johnny Get Off the Goose, we had a very timid goose initially. She was very excited to be part of it. She wanted to be cast. And then when we told her that she was the star of the show, she was like, oh no. Oh no. And then the entire audience, it was like we had a flock of geese in the boar's head.
It was. Everybody's like, we'll help you, Gosling.
It was amazing. Good evening. We've got a Jay Rinker joining us. Good evening, Jay. It's good to see you. Yes, Cleopatra. Do not F with geese. They are a gang.
They really are.
Actually, with it being spooky month, that's actually kind of creepy if you think about it. Like the entire bar started honking at us.
Honk. What is a group of geese called?
A gaggle.
A gaggle of geese. You're right. I knew it and I forgot.
My favorite is crows.
A murder of crows?
A murder of crows.
Mm-hmm. I think there's some cute ones too. Oh, a flamboyance of flamingos.
Yes.
Hello.
And I can't remember what frogs are. There's a really neat one for frogs.
Oh.
Is it Ms. Meredith? Is there trouble happening with the Facebook Live? Because there we go. We've got a question about our YouTube link. Yes, if you go just to our Chase Treasure page on YouTube, it should be pop up as in the lives available to watch there. And just click that lovely, I think it's a thumbs up. Maybe I'm not exactly sure what it is on YouTube anymore, but, subscribe. That way you'll get notifications whenever our shows are available.
A confusion of wildebeest. Oh, it's called an army of frogs.
Army of frogs.
A kerfuffle of rabbits. It's so cute.
I don't know. I think a confusion of treasures would be inappropriate.
A confusion of treasures.
When you do live shows that are improvised, sometimes it does get a little confusing.
Maybe we should be called a chase of treasures. Sorry.
Or a chest of chase treasures.
A chest of chase treasures.
Suggestions from the audience. What would a group of treasures be called? Give us an idea. Oh, it's the bell. Thank you, Jay Rinka. Thank you so much. A shenanigans
of treasures. Yes. Accurate.
Especially if Lady Catherine is involved. Shenanigans.
Yes. Especially if Lady Catherine is involved.
I love that Lady Catherine turned shenanigan into a verb.
Aye. Very
and
effectively.
Also into a different kind of noun. She likes to say shenanery. Like that's just plain shenanery.
She's good at making up words. As is illustrated by whenever she does the lead part of Tubular Boobular.
Boobular, 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 boobular boobs.
A Muppety of
Muppetry. Oh, we have a lot of suggestions. I feel like maybe this is going to have to be a survey on the Facebook page at some point.
A cackle of hyenas. That's a good one.
That's definitely a good one. Well, while everybody's thinking of possible words for groups of treasures, I do believe our backstage treasure has a few videos of us performing live at the Maryland Renaissance Festival, taped by our good friend and fan, Chris Lang.
Thank you, Chris.
So, backstage treasure, who is anonymous and will pop out later, would you mind showing some of that beautiful bean footage?
And an original Chase Treasure song. Black Agnes was a Scottish lass, the bonny noble bride of a man who went to jail for his country's pride. Agnes watched the enemy bring an army to her wall, and down she cried, for Haggis' sake, I'll die before I fall. Oh, up with your kilt and down with your arms, you make me bloody sick. Your family tree's a cactus cause you're such a freaking prick. I hope you step on Legos and I hope your goldfish dies. I swear to every one of you I'll be nobody prize. Ba-da-da-dum-bum-bum, I wish a horrid pestilence upon your friends and kin. I hope that when you wipe yourself your prickers slip right in. And I wish you more hair in your nose than there is upon your head. And I hope you shout the roaming when you take your wife to bed. Oh, with your kilt and down with your arms, you make me bloody sick. Your family tree's a cactus cause you're such a frickin' prick. I hope you step on Legos and I hope your goldfish dies. I swear to every one of you I'll be nobody prize. Ba-da-da-dum-bum-bum, ba-da-da-dum-bum-bum. You'll never get in here, me lads, so give up your crusade. Or crawl right up a chicken's butt and pray that you'll get paid. You smell like diarrhea and you're such a freaking creep. It's nice you grew a beard to make it easier on the sheep. Now with your kilt and down with your house, you make me bloody sick. Why? Your family tree's a cactus cause you're such a freaking prick. I hope you step on Legos and I hope your goldfish dies. I swear to every one of you I'll be nobody tries. Ba-da-da-dum-bum-bum, ba-da-da-dum-bum-bum. Black Agnes was a Scottish lass, the pride of all the land. The enemy threw down his sword and put up both his hands. All right, me lads, the jig is up. We've made the most of it. We've sharpened up our swords, boys, but she sharpened up her wit.
I didn't expect it to come back quite so quickly. Talking up your wit there.
That's what happens when a very bawdy, aggressive Scottish woman in a castle is yelling insults down at you. Your wit goes, yeah. Unless you're into that, then your wit goes, boing.
A bosom of Chase treasures. I like that.
Yes, a bosom of treasures.
A treasury.
Of treasure. That's true.
Excellent choices. I like all of them. Well, speaking of treasures, though, in general, as we said earlier, Lady Gwendolyn, who we saw in that video, is not with us this evening because she is flying back. She did have a family emergency that she needed to go take care of last weekend. And just so that our viewers are aware, a portion of tonight's tips that you see below us here will be going also to Lady Gwendolyn to help her, since she did miss out on a weekend of pay last weekend. So we want to assist her, especially since she has to not take a dragon home, but take her carriage home to the Great South after this weekend. So please, if you want to show us some love right there, paypal.me/Chase Treasure.
Help Lady Gwendolyn stock up on Bucky's Nuggies.
Yeah, that's right. Tips for tolls. Very true. Very, very true. I saw that Tommy made a comment about he got to meet our newest lady, Lady Mary, down in Texas this week.
Yay!
Yes. They seem to be having an amazing time there.
Truly, yes. I know.
Have you spoken to Lady Julie at all or no?
Oh, me, myself?
Yes, you.
Yes, I have. Yes, they seem to be having a good time. That's why I made the comment about the Buckies. She's like, I have a new thing. And I was like, what is it? She lifted up her skirts and there was a beaver. And I was like, yes, of course there is. And I was like, yes, this is a life choice and I approve this message.
I've lost the material that I purchased to make myself some new bloomers. So hopefully I'll have them for next season. But I got this amazing fabric that's all cocks, all roosters.
Of course it is.
So that
So
that when I lift up my skirt and ask if people want to see my pussies, first they'll see my pussy socks.
They'd be like, would you like to see my cock?
No, plural, cocks. And then lift it up further. Yes. How many people on the stream have seen Julie's beaver? Lord Ambassador Captain Jack Sparrow. Ahoy, Lord Ambassador. It's good to see you.
Ahoy, savvy captain.
So the video that we played of Black Agnes, what I really enjoyed listening to through my headset was I could hear our fans, Donya Nightmare and her clan. She's got a group. They have these amazing fans.
Oh.
Yes, like those drag queen fans that
yes.
make that sound.
Funny story, those are actually Kung Fu fans.
Really?
Yes, in certain styles of Kung Fu, a fan is a weapon.
Well, you could definitely use those fans as a weapon.
Oh, yeah, you could.
A lot of, the metal in it is really heavy.
Aye. So if there's anyone who could put somebody in their place with a fan, it's definitely a drag queen. That's for sure.
That's true. Or Donya Nightmare, who has
Donya Nightmare, uh-huh.
But I could hear them. And the other thing I could hear is it's either you or Lady Gwendolyn, because my shoes don't make that enough of a sound. But on the White Hart stage, you can actually hear the stomping.
The stomping, aye.
Which is something we miss out when we're over on the Boar's Head stage, which I also love. I love both stages.
Oh yes, they're each a different beast, but a wonderful beast indeed. Yes, it's like their own little culture in each.
It is. It absolutely is, and
like
the fans are very devoted to their stage.
Yeah, they are, and you know what? It's fun. It's like Sultana loves to travel, so I like going from one to the other and seeing like what's going on in this one, what shenanigans are afoot, and then you go to the other one, and there's a different set of shenanigans later in the day. It's great.
And I feel like because we started off at the Boar's Head, I feel like that was the one that felt like coming home to.
Aye.
But there was a good number of our fans that came to our very first show at the White Hart.
They did.
And it made it feel like we were welcomed back, which was really important to us.
I have, since then, I have fixed this, remedied this. So Sultana does own boots now that are to be worn. Matter of fact, I'm going to wear them this weekend. So...
Yes, because it does look like Sunday might be a little damp, a little moist on the Shire of Revel Grove.
A little damp, a little moist, muddy, if you will. It's going to be smushy. Moist. You need to make a face. Moist.
See, I like that word.
I do too.
I know there are people out there that cringe when they hear it, and if you are one of them, I'm sorry to our listeners. But I think it's very descriptive.
It is. It's a very descriptive sound.
Moist.
It could be a good thing. I mean, you know, maybe there's certain parts of your clothing that you don't want to be moist, but I would like my cake to be moist. When
Absolutely.
I go to eat a pastry of some sort.
The special guest loves the word moist.
Moist.
What are other words that people tend to dislike? Panties. Panties is one.
I don't understand that one. Panties. It's a pleasant word. Panties. They're panties. Sorry. Stop saying.
I feel like the only words that moist panties.
Moist panties.
Depending on the context, that could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Just say it depends on the manner of moistness. How did they get moist?
Oh, thank you, Paul. Please, if you have any portraitures of any of our ladies, please send them to Lady Rosaline. She is our social media mistress. Send them to chasetreasure@gmail.com or to our Facebook page.
Indeed. May she rest in hilarity.
Oh,
I know, that
Betty.
one still hits hard.
Yes, chasetreasure@gmail.com. You know, Betty hits hard, and then this past week we lost Angela.
Ah, yes.
It was like Mrs. Potts. Gotta work the moist ones.
Maybe the moist ones gotta work me. So I'm saying. No, I'm joking. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Well, speaking of absolutely nothing, I was going to ask, since we have a lot of videos from Maryland, and since Maryland has been sold out basically since we got there.
It really, I mean, I think it's us, to be honest with you. I think we should take credit for that, but.
It's all us. That's it, completely.
Oh, no, sorry, I missed that.
It was, Tommy was telling us that he's going to try to get some pictures this weekend for us.
Oh, yay.
Let's see, there we go. But since the Maryland Renaissance Festival is sold out, I think we should show as many of the videos that Chris Lang has taken of us so that these people can see what Maryland is about. So Backstage Treasure, which one do you want to show next? I'm curious.
Sure. Okay, just check. We ladies of class are quite busy. Keeping up with affairs makes me dizzy. When pursued by so many, you write letters plenty. So I took on a scribe to assist me. He was a handsome but charming Berliner like you. Though in English he was a beginner like me. But his penmanship's nice, and he's always precise. And besides, foreign labor is cheaper. Hey, immigrants, we get the job done. It's Otto, yes, it's Otto, the German that no one suspects. He's kind and he's sweet, his writing so neat. Just take care what you send when dear Otto corrects. Bum bum bum. Oh, that's me. They get it. As I lounged, I composed the missive, and I sealed it with dozens of kisses. But COVID made me throw it away, so there's no Otto today. Instead, I'll blow you from a distance. 6 feet, 6 inches, I'm not picky. It's Otto, yes, it's Otto, the German that no one suspects. Lufthansa, he's kind and he's sweet, his writing's so neat. Just take care what you send when dear Otto corrects. Bum bum bum. One night, then I was quite drunken. I quoted a note to my pumpkin. I said, it's you I crave. Otto wrote, let's visit a cave. So this weekend we're going spelunking. Is that what they're calling it now? It's dark. I'm not very moist. I enjoyed riding the stalactite. It's Otto, yes, it's Otto, the German that no one suspects. Troglodyte, he's kind and he's sweet, his writing's so neat. Just take care what you send when dear Otto corrects. Bum bum bum.
This one is a special request. I asked Otto to send me a missive, but he asked me to be more descriptive. Send me a man with good legs, but he said looks like an egg? He may be bald, but that Joey's submissive. Hey! Yes, he does whatever I tell him to do. He's a very good husband.
And then she tells you what to do, and you tell him what to do.
Yeah, he tells his wife what to do, and she tells me what to do, and then I tell her, and then she tells him what to do.
It's all very complicated.
A little too complicated for me.
It's Otto, yes, it's Otto, the German that no one suspects. He's kind and he's sweet, his writing's so neat. Just take care what you send when dear Otto corrects. Bum bum bum. With one man I had lots of love.
Do tell.
Until, with his quill, Otto struck.
Now it's not lick my plot, and it's not lick my tots.
Never once did I ever mean duck.
That one's foul. Oh, then it landed.
It's Otto, yes, it's Otto, the German that no one suspects.
He's writing so neat. Just take care what you send when dear Otto corrects. Just take care what you send when dear Otto corrects.
I love how we managed to fit the moist in there.
That was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Excellent choice, backstage treasure. Yes, thanks to our sponsor, the Anonymous Art Lover, for this, who is grateful for this confluence of talent and beauty. I love those big words. Speaking of.
Thank you. Troglodyte is something that lives in a cave.
I was so impressed by that because I don't think you had heard that verse before either.
I hadn't, and I just thought, troglodyte!
And it rhymes with stalactite.
It does. I see that part. I didn't realize till after.
Anyone else clap along at home? At least with the claps, I usually do.
We love to give you the clap. It's like, ready? Like one of those old screensavers.
Flora. So the video is mirrored, and I'm trying to adjust my heart to look more like a heart, and it ends up looking less like.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness. So yes, thank you to Anonymous Art Lover. And if you are enjoying the show this evening, remember we do an NPR format here. We offer you these shows for absolutely free. But if you would like to make a donation to keep these shows coming, please send the ladies some love at paypal.me/chasetreasure. A portion of tonight's tips we'll be splitting with Lady Gwendolyn, who is not with us, but is in all of the videos that you are watching this evening as she is coming home from her family thing.
She's coming home.
I absolutely will, Meredith. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming and joining us. And I know we have some fans that are going to be watching us later that couldn't make it this evening while we're live. Hey. A special shout out to Mikey Hamilton, who came actually with a question for us. So now that we are officially in spooky season, what are the ladies going to be for Halloween?
I am going to be a witch. Oldie but a goodie.
I was going to say, so you're not dressing up?
That is exactly. Have you seen that video going around with an owl who had like captured one of those stuffed horse heads on a stick? You know, that children will ride on the stuffed horse head. There's been a video going around that somebody captured of an owl that grabbed onto one of those and flew away with it. And I was like, oh, gotta go, guys. My ride is here.
So you said horse head, but I was hearing whores '(s) head, like a head belonging to a whore. And I was like, Jack the Ripper?
What? No,
Listen,
a horse.
Everybody thinks that Lady Morgan's the really twisted one, but I think that I've got the sick and twisted. It simmers below and it comes out when it's very inappropriate.
Like a cauldron? Maybe you should be a witch for Halloween too.
Actually.
She responded! She's gonna be She-Hulk! Yes!
Lady Gwendolyn is trying to watch. I don't know if she's actually on her dragon right now or if she is waiting to board the dragon. But that's amazing. Gwendolyn, thank you for joining us. I've been working on this for this weekend, actually.
Let me see it. Love it. Shiny pumpkins!
Shiny pumpkin
and a
hat.
Sunflower. Lovely.
I don't know. I just decided to make something different. I don't know what I'm going to be for Halloween. I am one of those strange actors that doesn't get like all Halloween-y and get dressed up every year.
He's on her dragon.
Yes. Look at you with your own role, Lady Gwendolyn.
Love it. I say, are you wearing your hoop? Because then that definitely would get you your own seat.
And thank you. I have to finish up a little bit of it tonight, but I'm going to bring it with us tomorrow. So we'll see. You made it! Perfect timing, Yay! Michael Hamilton. We're answering your question. I tend to not really come up with a costume until I need one. And usually it's the day before and it's thrown together.
Characters.
Last year, I dressed up as your favorite child.
Yes.
Your baby son.
My little green son.
I wore these leggings that I bought actually when I was with you.
Yes, I remember
with
that.
Grogu all over them. And then I wore that green dress and I made a little headband and had a little cup.
Him, my best boy. Well, I have 4 very good boys, but he is one of the bestest boys. He's just a little guy. He's just a little green guy. I love him so much.
Your biological son understands.
He does. He's a good boy. My biological son is no longer a little nuggy. So he understands. Though he still lets me love on him sometimes. I'm lucky like that.
I would love to see you as Sully. Oh, but you know what? I know where you're going with this. You've worn that Sully before. That's a cop-out.
I mean, mine this year is probably going to be something similar. Cop-out. Because I have the stuff already, but I always do a theme with my littles.
A skunk costume and a tiger costume. If you wear the skunk costume, I bet people would stay away from you.
That's all I'm saying.
If you want your space, personal space, come wearing a skunk costume. People will stay.
And also, skunk costume is so unique. Like, I like that one better, I think.
I wonder if it was like Pepe Le Pew.
Yes! You need a beret?
Yes. Put a crown on the tiger and be the Tiger King. That's a good one. I don't know. What could you put a witch hat on to change it?
Are there those?
Maybe I should get a T-shirt that has the words to that song from TikTok. Woman, it's... Oh, my God.
A sandwich. Yes.
Well, then you need to work on getting that beret and bow tie. Then you can truly be Pepe Le Pew.
If it makes you feel any better, one year I went to Storm, and I had at least 3 people ask me if I was Little Kim. I was like, X-Men just came out. How do you not know who I am? I'm wearing blue contacts.
So my absolute favorite Halloween costume that I've done in like the past decade or so, there was a storm in Philadelphia. It's actually been exactly a decade. It was called Frankenstorm that was coming through Halloween weekend.
Ooh.
That all the like newscasters like, ooh, Frankenstorm. It was a nor'easter and a blizzard and like all of these things combined into one. And that's what the newscasters had dubbed it. Frankenstorm, Frankenstorm, Frankenstorm. So I decided to go as the bride of Frankenstorm.
Yes, I love that.
And I put my hair up and I did white streaks and I had a parasol and I had a rain jacket on. And I went to rehearsal and people are like, what are you supposed to be? And I'm like, do any of you watch the news?
None of them, apparently. I did. I was the mother of Frankenstein once when my son was very little, when he was like 2. He made a very, very cute Franken Jr.
Oh my goodness.
My mommy's little monster of Frankenstein, even though he's never been a little monster. So,
no,
but I do a theme every year. So whatever the theme is, myself and my little ones will pick a costume. Why am I an accent all of a sudden? I'll pick a costume for that theme. So this year's theme is more like a classic Halloween theme. So I'm going to be a witch. And my son is going to be a mad scientist. And my daughter is going to be a werewolf.
Yes, you need to make sure that you pick up the part of her costume at Faire this weekend.
Yes. Thank you for the reminder, I guess.
So we're getting messages from our backstage treasure. I think it is time maybe to do another video to let these people know what it's like in Maryland. So backstage treasure, I don't know which video you have prepared, but let's roll it.
Should. Some things that precipitate.
I like the sound of that, Lady Elsa. Same. Things that may or may not
be in the forecast.
We're going to take credit for it not happening. And for the first time ever, well, at least for the first time in this festival. Yes. Hi. We are your Chase Treasure Girls. That's right.
And have we got news for you?
Getting ready?
All you lonely girls. And leave your parasols at home.
Aye.
Humidity is rising.
Ooh, it's rising.
Barometers get low.
How low can you go?
According to our sources.
What sources now?
The street's the place to go.
Cause tonight for the first time, just about half past 10. For the first time in history, it's gonna start raining men. It's raining men.
I'm gonna let myself get absolutely soaking wet. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Every specimen, tall, young, blonde and lean, rough and tough and strong and mean. God bless Mother Nature. She's a single woman too. She took over heavens, and she did what she had to do. Oh, she fought every angel. She rearranged the sky so that each and every woman could find the perfect guy. It's raining men, yeah. It's understood. Don't you lose your head. Rip off the roof and stay in bed. Rip off the roof and stay in bed. God bless Mother Nature. She's a single woman too. She took over heavens, and she did what she had to do, yeah. She fought every angel. She rearranged the sky so that each and every woman could find the perfect guy. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen, it's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen, it's raining men.
It was raining something.
It was definitely, it was raining a lot that weekend. Yeah.
It really did.
Thank you, Russell. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Pat.
And thank you, Michael.
Thank
That
you,
was
Michael.
fun. Sultana, you wailed on that one.
Thank
That made me
you.
so happy for you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I was like, I'm going for it. I'm going for
I
it.
wasn't sure where it was going, and then suddenly I was like, oh my God, there it is. It was amazing.
I felt like I was channeling Lady Morgan.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely. Michael Hamilton has another question for us.
Ooh.
What is the best candy to get on Halloween?
Oh, I'm gonna let you go first this time.
Oh, okay. Well, when I was a child, it was anything with peanut butter. So like Goldenberg's peanut chews and Reese's Pieces, anything with the peanut butter. And I hated anything that was either licorice or Tootsie Rolls. Like, to me, Tootsie Rolls were like worthless candy. So I would always sit with one of my best friends and her little sister. We'd all go trick-or-treating together.
Hi.
And her little sister so loved us and adored us and wanted to be one of us that she would always take the candy that we hated and give us all of our favorite candy.
Oh.
It was so horrible. We took advantage of it so bad.
Oh no. But you speak highly of her now. That's all that matters.
And I do love Milky Way Midnight. That's a good one. Dark chocolate.
I'll eat a Reese's. My go-to as a child was more like a Snickers. Like a Snickers. But I think now that I'm older, I have two answers. So my go-to for to eat right away are the Snickers. Give it to me, I want to put it in my face. The Snickers and the Kit Kats. But the one that I think has the best longevity for candy, the one that I feel safe going in for at any time, no matter if it's a year later, are the Smarties.
Really?
I do love me some Smarties. Yep.
Now, are you talking about American Smarties, like the little sugar
yes,
ones, or
the ones,
Canadian?
Yeah, the Canadian Smarties that have like chocolate in them, yes?
They're like mega M&Ms, and those I will go crazy for any day. And they have certain ones that are orange flavored, so it's orange and chocolate.
Salud.
Oh, excuse me. I'm going to mute myself for a second because I'm going to have a coughing fit.
Do it. That's a good elbow. She's got a good form. I think a 10.
Thank you.
Hold up a 10.
I work with children. I know how to do the cough into the elbow.
Yes, you do. That is how you're supposed to cough, ladies and gentlemen.
I am alone in my room. There is no one else here, but I'm still coughing into my elbow.
In my room.
Dang it. It's late, in the evening.
It happens. And yet you're here with us.
Sinus infection. What can I say? At least it's not the Rona.
That's all that matters.
I think we should add the special guest so I can cough away and you two can chat for a minute. I'm going to go find a tissue, actually.
Sounds like a plan.
Hello!
There she is!
Hello, ladies. Does Elsa please go get a lozenge or something? Hello, Sultana.
Hello,
lovely people out in Facebook and YouTube land. Surprise, surprise. It's me. If you couldn't tell from my moist.
Instead of just Jack, it's just Fraulein.
Yes. So I had a chance last weekend to be a part of the Maryland Renaissance Festival, and it was lovely.
I'm so glad you get to come, because I know you right before that you get to come as a patron.
I did. I came as a patron on October 1st, and I loved it. The grounds are absolutely beautiful. The walkways are so wide, so you don't really feel cramped, even though, like, it's very crowded and sold out and things, but it's
okay.
But
like,
you
feel what a surprise.
I know, shush. But like it feels open, and it was absolutely lovely, and everyone was very welcoming and wonderful, and I love your stage manager, Love. She is a absolute delight.
We love you, Love.
And you actually didn't really get to meet Neil because Love was troubleshooting that day.
Yes, Neil was lovely also.
But yes, Love was absolutely wonderful, and her sound balancing is perfection. When I listened when I was there on October 1st, because when you're up on stage you can't really hear anything, whatever. Yeah. But out in the house, absolutely perfect. You can hear everyone. Yes, Gwendolyn. So we love Love. And, thanks for letting me meet her, I guess. I don't know.
Well, she really was excited to meet you. She actually wanted to meet you and Lady Catherine in particular. Unfortunately, Lady Catherine hasn't been able to make it down this season, but maybe perhaps next season Lady Catherine will be able to meet Love in person.
We're going to drag her down.
She has a little monster, so it's kind of hard.
She does. Oh, cute.
Well, actually, Lady Rosaline was there as a guest before she came and joined us.
Before surprise, you get to fill in.
We did get to do a fun song with you, Lady Rosaline.
We did, and Lady Katya's long-lost cousin Hippolyta from the Vixens on Guard, who I hear sang a few songs with you on the Saturday that I could not be there.
She did. She came and joined us, and it was definitely a thrill.
It was like a Floss reunion.
It was. It definitely was. The last time the three of us sang together was just before the plague.
Yes.
Right as the plague.
Woof, woof.
Yes.
I remember going to the grocery store with Lady Katya looking for soap.
Yes.
And couldn't find any.
At all. Anywhere.
Run on soap. But something not so soapy, a little bit more salty. Here's a Caviar from when I joined in as a patron.
Excellent. Can you share Sultana's and Gwendolyn's microphones? Excellent. This song is for all of you people who like things popping in your mouth.
They're warm now.
And she's not talking about boba. Or am I? Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I gave caviar out for Kwanzaa, tied up tightly with a bow. I gave it to both Nick and Holly, and they exclaim, ho, ho, ho. Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
Baby Yoda ate my caviar, never ate eggs so highbrow. Gave some to the Mandalorian. Mando is my daddy now.
Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish. I gave caviar to Han Solo while at the cantina he did stay. He took me back to the Millennium Falcon and rode me to a galaxy far, far away. Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. Sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I gave caviar to Luke Skywalker as a Jedi. He is grand. It was so good with his lightsaber. Doesn't even miss his hand.
Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I gave caviar to Spider-Man. Spandex is a wonderful invention, but now I forgot which butt is my boyfriend's. I got it April 1 at the cosplay convention.
Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish. I owed caviar to Boba Fett on Jabba's throne. He claimed his prize. Tatooine might be a desert, but he never leaves me dry. Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I gave caviar to a captain, brave and true and full of class. We trained for battle day and night. That's how I got America's ass.
Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon, mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish. I fed caviar to a cowboy on the post-apocalyptic plain. Took me back up to his rewind. I know where this is going, and I'm excited.
This one has lots of words. It's fun.
Yes, they do. Let's try that again. Give me the clap. I fed caviar to a cowboy on the post-apocalyptic train. Took me back up to his bunk. The hero of Canton, the man they called Shane. Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I gave caviar to this young lady, and clearly she enjoyed it well. Alas for me, my hands and fingers still retain that fishy smell.
Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I threw caviar in the harbor just to see what I could catch. When I went to check my net, a mermaid grabbed me by the snatch.
Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish. That's why caviar's a very rare dish. To our guest incognito treasures. What a
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. Sorry.
There was a weekend. This weekend, was it this weekend? Was it on Saturday? This whole past weekend sort of blurred together that there was a man in our audience dressed as Jane.
He had a blue sun shirt and the Jane, the fetching hat.
It was definitely Saturday because it was not when I was there.
I think so. I think we went through and we did 2 verses a piece or 3 verses a piece of Caviar. I don't know. Glorious guest appearances. We loved having them there. It's nice to have other treasures on the Shire. Secret hidden treasures.
I love it.
Secret treasures.
But speaking of Caviar, I thought mayhaps we could do a round of Caviar right now with some new verses.
Sure. Mine's inspired by a conversation we had earlier.
Can I go last?
Oh, it's brand new.
No, it's not. No, it's in here.
I'm going to go last.
Okay. Then I guess I'll go first. This one
I have a new one.
You go first. We'll go down the line.
Spoopy.
Spooky.
Yes, get it on.
Yes.
So you're going witchy, and I'm going gonna play on the new trailer for the Wakanda Forever.
Ah, yes. So let's get clappy. We can't clap together, but we're gonna pretend that I'm clapping because I'm holding my hat on. Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish. Sarah Sanderson ate my caviar, and with its taste was wonder struck. She forgot about her sisters. Now on our brooms we ride amok. Virgin sturgeons, a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar is a very rare dish.
The Tiger King, he ate my caviar, even though I'm not his taste. He knows how to train my kitty, because no pussy should go to waste. Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar is a very rare dish.
I gave caviar to Namor, the Wakandas, where I got my crown. I learned why he's called the Submariner, for he's the king of going down. Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar is a very rare dish. That's why caviar is a very rare dish. Ole. Ole to you, Tina Cuerta. What's good? Give me a call.
Well, on that note, thank you. Yes, accessories. Just a reminder, we still write verses. They're very popular at Maryland. We've written many, many verses for our fans at Maryland to perform on site. But if you would like to have a verse recorded and sent to you, we can still do that for you. 15 pounds, 25 in garb. And if you're at Maryland this weekend and you want us to write a verse for you, we'll do it at the discount rate of $5 on Shire. In fact, we have some verses that we need to write that were for part of the rescue rally that we did that we need to perform this weekend.
Ideas are percolating.
It's also a good gift for the upcoming holidays. So if you want to get your favorite Chase Treasure fan a verse for Hanukkah or for Christmas or for Halloween, we can record Kwanzaa, New Year's,
Kwanzaa Kadan,
Valentine's Day,
Festivus for the rest of us.
During our down season when you don't get to see us in person, you can order a verse of us filming ourselves and we will send it directly to you. Much like those cameos, which cost a lot more money. We're cheap.
And we also do have our brand new pie merchandise.
We do!
My face in your pie.
There we go. I want to stick my face in your pie t-shirts. And if you are at the festival this weekend, we have stickers available. Also, $5. It's the best deal on the Shire. Verses and stickers. A huge binder of verses.
He does because he is a member of our
Patreon.
There it is.
There we go.
So you can join us on Patreon and get a verse every month. If you subscribe at I believe the $15 level, you get a verse every single month. And I just wrote them for October. So if you're on Patreon, you got a verse for me already. And you get letters every month.
And like you say, it's patreon.com/Chase Treasure because the chase may be silent, but you gotta type it in.
And Tommy is at the level where he will get a free concert at his house.
Exciting.
With 20 of his closest friends.
That's amazing. I can't wait for that one. So, ladies, we have just a few minutes left. If there are any questions from the audience, we would be glad to fill them in at this time because I do have to run to the dragon port to pick up Lady Gwendolyn from her dragon.
Although she's apparently just taking off, so I don't think she's
no, she was actually texting from on the plane.
Oh,
she got
how
plane Wi-Fi.
Strange.
Yes.
She's got dragon
I mean, the dragon. The dragon.
Magic.
She's got dragonfly.
Dragonfly.
Yes, and we also got this comment from Donald Gaither, who's making it very clear the reason why we have to type in the chaste is it's not searchable. We are rated PN.
Pretty naughty.
And since we did make sure that it was an 18+ Patreon page, you do have to type in our name and type it in correctly. Hello, Shiny! Hello. Another one of our Patreons. Yes, that's a very good question, Paul, that you're about to bring up.
Hello, Menage a Moi / Two Merry Men from the
also
air
in
as
the
well.
air?
How are all these people texting from their dragons? That's
onboard
so
Wi-Fi.
So nuts.
They must be taking Wakanda Air.
Wakanda Air.
We did have the Wi-Fi back in the late 1400s. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Elsa.
Yes. So have fun. There's like 3 events down at the sporting bits tonight.
There is.
Yes, and I don't know what the score is yet of the Phillies.
I don't know why though. We haven't been watching. Someone update us.
Someone tell us what's
We're all
happening.
in the Philadelphia area, and we need to know. We've been on here.
The only sports balls I'm interested in are the ones that are attached to the cute sports people.
Biceps and sports
balls.
Oh, that's actually one of the things I've started doing for these festivals is trying to make some festival unique verses. And I discovered that doing sports teams is something that really resonates. So I did one for the Ravens.
That's what the score is. There you go.
Thank you, Michael. But my favorite moment was Sultana and I, because she had no idea what that verse was going to be. And I did the verse and it was during Otto, and we literally pointed at each other. We didn't point at each other yet. We just went sports ball and then pointed at each other like that.
Yep, we had a moment like, hey!
You said sports ball too.
2 girls, 1 brain cell. You've heard of 2 girls, 1 cup. 2 girls, 1 brain cell.
I haven't watched a Phillies game in person since we used to work there, Elsa. Actually, that's not true. I think I've been to 2 since then, but I haven't really paid attention.
I don't watch them in person or at a distance. I do find myself a little more attached to the mascots.
The Fanatic, I'm sorry, in my opinion, best mascot. Gritty, close number 2.
Gritty's number 1 for me.
The tippy top.
But I mean, the Fanatic is the OG.
He is
and
the OG.
If you think about it, Gritty is just Fanatic, only orange.
Gritty
is separate.
Gritty is my boyfriend.
The only one that I will not tolerate is that one from the Union. I'm sorry. Nothing against snakes, but snakes don't have arms. You're a dragon.
It has an arm.
It has big old jacked arms.
Then it's just a dragon.
That's what I said.
It's weird.
That's okay. The mascot for this year's FIFA World Cup, Women's World Cup.
Sorry.
Hip hop and swoop.
Nope. The FIFA Women's World Cup mascot is a little blue penguin. Yes, Gritty is a TV star. That's why he's my boyfriend. Right?
As he should be.
But what I think is really funny is the penguin has feet, like human feet, leg feet.
Why don't they give him little like?
I am confusion.
Like,
I'm assuming because it needs to be able to move and actually physically move instead of waddle.
Just add like toppers to your sneakers.
Yeah.
Hello, anyone ever done children's theater? Just
if Mickey can do it,
on the shoe.
If Mickey can do it, no, I'm joking.
I don't know the answer to this, but I saw it. It was like it's like a human bird hybrid. It's bizarre.
It's weird. But ladies,
yes,
I think we should show that last video because you two love to sing this song at Maryland, and you sing it at least twice a day, at least.
Giggity.
If not more than that.
Once at each of our bars.
Giggity.
At least.
And that's actually because Maryland loves this song so much.
That's fair. I love this song too. I helped.
And I helped.
Sort of.
Do you shake and bake?
So play that beautiful beat footage again.
Yay!
We like our men like we like our drinks. Only when we want it, only when we want it. We like our men like we like our drinks. When they like us as well. I like my men like I like my tang. Only when she wants it, only when she wants it. I like my men like I like my tang. On a hot summer's day after a really long play date. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And they like us as well. We like our men like we like our drinks. Only when we want it, only when we want it. We like our men like we like our drinks. And they like us as well. I like my men like I like my tea. Only when she wants it, only when she wants it. I like my men like I like my tea. How is that? Earl Grey. It's in my cup right now. She's gonna live long and prosper. Engage. And they like us as well. We like our men like we like our drinks. Only when we want it, only when we want it. We like our men like we like our drinks. When they like us as well. I like my men how I like bourbon. Only when she wants it, only when she wants it. I like my men how I like bourbon. A couple years older, smooth, rich. And in a barrel in my basement. I've seen it. They're quieter that way. And they like us as well. No oxygen. We like our men like we like our drinks. Only when we want it, only when we want it. We like our men like we like our drinks. And they like us as well. We like our men like we like to drink. Only when we want it, only when we want it. We like our men like we like to drink.
Say it with us, children.
Only when consent is expressed and freely given. You're right, and you should say it. And they like us as well. Give them hell. And they like us as well. Cheney's down the well. And they like us as well. Taco Bell. And they like us as well.
Yay! I really do love that song.
I do, and so Maryland does love it. Maryland loves their consent.
Yes, they do. They give enthusiastic yes.
They do. They enthusiastically yes all the time.
And we enthusiastically yes and to all of them. Yes, you gave Julie non-traditional. So somebody's giving you a run for your money here at Maryland. I got yak milk.
How did you get yak milk? Because my husband gave us yak milk in Pittsburgh. So how did that even happen?
Why is that even a thing?
You know what it was? It's from She-Hulk. That's what it's from.
Oh,
that's why.
Sense. That means we're going to get it again.
Probably. But we got some other strange ones. The Tang was one.
I'm surprised we haven't got Mudda's milk yet.
I got baby formula, New Jersey, from my sister.
At the seaport, we got a ecto cooler that has been left in the cabinet since the 90s.
Yes. Wondrous.
And Lady Arabella did a great job with that one.
Ecto Cooler. I love it. What was the flavor of Ecto Cooler? Does anyone actually remember?
Green.
It was green. It was green.
It was just
neon,
green flavor.
No, it was a very specific green.
Neon
green.
It was like Mountain Dew green, but even greener.
But even greener, yes.
Like
black light green.
Waste green.
That. It was slime green. It was slime green.
It was slime. It was Slimer green.
That's the flavor. Slimer. That's the flavor.
Totally. Green, you know what? Ashley, our hey from Maryland, said that green is a flavor.
It is.
Ashley,
and
you made
thank
my
you,
life.
hey.
You made my life.
You gave me a reason to bring out Fraulein Elsa's.
You and your lovely Jedi.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Can I have a
egg?
No.
Oh no! You did the
yes.
the chicken
orgasm.
Yep.
I did the chicken orgasm. Let's just be blunt about it. We could do that here.
It was amazing. I'm so glad I got to see you do that again. It's one of my favorite things.
Chicken gasm. The one that you did this last time was particularly like
good.
Perfect. At the end, she was like, and I was just like, I can't.
The end is the best part.
Every time.
It should be. Just saying.
Yes.
The ladies.
It's after 9.
It is. Really quickly before we finish up this, I do want to put this up that I got a comment from Paul about the fact that Delaware is having its first Ren Fair this year. There actually was one in Southern Delaware several years ago. I had never heard of it. I found it when I was Googling on the interwebs, but it doesn't exist anymore. But the one that is coming up in just a few weeks is in the Middletown, Odessa, Townsend area, what we call Mott here in Delaware, just below the bridge. And it's being run by some of our friends, the ones that run the
Midsummer
Medieval
Renaissance
Fantasy
Fair.
Yes, that thing.
Yes.
In Connecticut, Daniel Greenwolf and crew.
Oh,
yes, they would have loved to have us, but since it's their first season, they could not afford us because, well, we're expensive.
So you patronize them. So we
patronize them. Go patronize them. Have them have good sales so that we can come next year.
Yes, because it's very close to us.
Yes,
it would probably be our closest fair.
We literally stay in our own beds, just like when we do New Jersey or when Philadelphia existed.
Exactly. So please go support the Delaware Renaissance Festival or fair. I don't know if they're calling it fair or festival.
I think they're fair.
Go support them. It's going to be in a couple of weeks. And we'll be done with Maryland by then anyhow. And Maryland's sold out.
Exactly.
That's a great problem to have.
It absolutely
really is.
It is.
So just a couple last reminders. Remember to please send us some love. right down here, paypal.me/chasetreasure.
I know Gwendolyn lost a lot of money this past weekend, and she couldn't, for you. Because of her family emergency, she also couldn't work her day job during the week. So she is out quite a bit of income. So the more that you tip, the more we can send to her. I'm not taking any tips tonight, so it's just going to them and to Gwendolyn, because I was here anyway running the show back here. So whatever.
And we have the soundtrack. If Sarah McLachlan can't get you to give money.
I like that song before I used it in that commercial. So
and just a reminder once again also that you can purchase our CDs through our website. You can get those personalized verses that we talked about earlier. You can go to our Spreadshirt website to get pie merchandise or purchase pie stickers.
And I'll do that.
And subscribe, become a patron. All of those things, they're always available to you. They're ways to support independent artists. True. Although all of our music is available on Spotify, iTunes, etc., your independent artists see very little from the Big Apple. So if you can support us directly, if you would like digital downloads.
Buy digital downloads instead of downloading on iTunes, because
then you own it.
Exactly. Then you own it on your device. And then we get all of your $15 instead of Apple getting the whole thing, except for like a penny. I'm not lying.
Well, thank you so much for joining in with us again tonight, all of our friends. That we love seeing you. Our next show would be, I believe, the Ladies of Texas.
Yes, it will be Texas in November. I think they do. I'm trying to remember. I feel like it's November 11th, but don't quote me on that. Go to the website.
Chase Treasure
info is on the website.
And you'll find all of that on social media.
Yes, all of our updated tour schedule for this year and next year is on the website. And as we're booking shows, we're putting more and more stuff up. Everything's looking good for next year. It's looking like we'll definitely have a couple new festivals to us. So fingers crossed, you shall see ladies all across the country.
And mayhaps you'll get to meet our brand new two ladies, Lady Enid and Lady Mary.
Yes, exactly. Pittsburgh got to meet Lady Enid, and Lady Mary is in Texas right now. So who knows?
Well, thank you so much. Please, if you're coming to Maryland, come and say hello to us. Please. And we will see you next time. Until then, I am Fraulein Elsa von Berg.
Oh, I'm Navy Rosaline Howard.
You sure? And I am Sultana Lyla of Zanzibar. Just kidding. Wakanda forever.
And together we are
Chase Treasure.
You have been watching an episode of Chaste Treasure, Ladies Unlaced. Thank you to all of our fans for your continued support of the live arts. And a special thank you to our sponsors. If you would like to sponsor an episode of Ladies Unlaced, please email chasetreasure@gmail.com.